You talk about being excited, but like you're not excited.
I was like, I am excited.
I just want to give a shout out to all of Ridge Runner Nation. I'm really motivated me. Hello, Ridge Runner Nation. We're back and better than ever with a new edition of the Weekly Rundown, where we talk about all things trail and ultra running from Southeast Ohio and all the running news from the East Coast. I'm your host, the faster host, Michael Owen.
And I'm the better host, Wesley Harden. This week we're coming to you from the OVRC studio. We have results from the FASTtrack 24hr, the Long Haul 100, the Weymouth Woods 100K, and did Jim Walmsley qualify for the Olympic trials at the Houston Half Marathon? We'll also highlight all the running news from the East Coast and the world of Strava. But first, a look at the Paul Barty streak.
Thank you, Wes. Paul Barty ran his 423rd consecutive weekly half marathon distance to extend his streak. But it was all about the snowman this week for Barty and his training partner, Hugh. Just take a look. Nice. Cute way to spin a run for these 50-plus-year-old men. Okay, now on to race results. It was a rough day at the FASTtrack 24hr for competitors trying to qualify for the US 24-hour national team, as none of the men or women ran enough miles to do so.
Why didn't they do that?
Must have been too hot. I don't know, actually. Kevin Randolph ran 121 miles to be the top male finisher, and Allie Allen, formerly Venti, was the top female and third overall with 112 miles. Pre-race favorite and Ohio resident Pete Kotelnick only completed 84 miles on the day.
Yikes, not looking good for the start of his Ohio Ultra Run of the Year in 2019.
Yeah, we'll have to really improve his resume this year. Another long ultra marathon took place in Florida, the Long Haul 100 miler. You like that?
No.
Dan McHugh took the win in 16 hours and 27 minutes, and on the women's side, Ariel Bernstein won in 23 hours and 50 minutes. Ohio's own Harvey Lewis looks to be rounding back into form, finishing third in 18 hours and 19 minutes. Good job, Harvey.
Yeah, awesome results, everyone. The Weymouth Woods 100K took place down in Southern Pines, North Carolina this past weekend. This race features a 4.47 mile looped course run 14 times. I ran this race back in 2017. Check it out here.
The race directors don't know this yet, but if I get tired tonight, I'm just gonna spend my night in here. I mean, check that thing out. It's like basically like a Holiday Inn. You can just cuddle right on in there. It'd be perfect. I'll use a little furnace, and it's basically like a mansion. So that's my game plan for later.
Man, I hope none of this year's participants had to use my sleeping spot.
That was ridiculous.
On the men's side, Scott Harbour won the race in 10 hours, 39 minutes, and 55 seconds. Aaron Loader took second in 11 hours, 4 minutes, and just 30 minutes back in third place was Nate Hearns in 11 hours, 34 minutes. Fourth and fifth place overall also happened to be the first and second place women.
Nice.
Amanda Barnett won the race in 11 hours, 51 minutes, and 19 seconds. Susie Goodwin finished second in 12 hours, 38 minutes. Third place overall female was Jenna Koenigshofer in 13 hours, 42 minutes.
Good job getting that name right.
Thanks. And congrats to all the Weymouth Woods 100K finishers. I hope to make my return to that race in the future.
Did you really run a 14-lap race?
Yeah, it's great.
Oh, man, crazy.
So simple. Aid station every 2 miles.
Yeah, I guess pretty nice. And he did it.
Spoiler alert, by the way.
Yeah, good phrase. Ultra running's poster child, Jim Walmsley, took part in a Houston half marathon and switched gears to run for a chance to qualify for the Marathon Olympic trials. He needed to run 104 or faster, and Walmsley did it by running exactly 1 hour and 4 minutes. Nothing like cutting it close. That's exactly 4:52 per mile pace. Crazy. Being the winner of the 2018 Ultra Runner of the Year award, Walmsley is perhaps the highest profile ultra runner to do this, especially with his win and course record at Western States. But he isn't the only ultra runner to qualify for the trials. Devin Yanko also qualified at Houston in the full marathon with her 2:39. Good luck to these trail and ultra runners running at the Olympic trials next year.
My favorite result from this weekend happened to come from north of the border in Canada. Have you ever just woken up and wanted to jump in a half marathon?
No.
Oh, well, that's exactly what Ludovine did this weekend, a 2.5-year-old bloodhound.
Bloodhound?
Yeah.
All right, where's this going?
Ludovine ended up finishing in 7th place in 1 hour, 35 minutes.
Impressive.
Super speedy. She did so after stopping to sniff a dead rabbit on the course and decided to play with some cows.
Who does that when running a half?
Oh, that's awesome strategy. Maybe that's what you need instead of aid stations, is find a group of cows or
Dead
some
animals.
dead animals. However, the owner of the dog claimed that she's actually quite lazy. That just blows my mind.
I like that she was just being let out to pee and just decided to jump in.
Yeah, I mean, I wish I could have someone to do that for me. Huge shout out to the race for giving Ludivine a medal for crossing the finish line. I wonder what's next for this pup.
Maybe a full marathon.
That'd be awesome. Or maybe an ultra marathon, get her out on the trails.
You know, this is a pretty cool story, but the article that I read about it, the author called it a 13.5 marathon. Not cool.
That's not a marathon, that's a half marathon.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe a half marathon plus plus.
Come on, Runner's World. And Ridge Runner Nation, we have officially hit 150 subscribers on YouTube. We want to give a huge thank you to everyone a part of Ridge Runner Nation and for subscribing to the YouTube channel. Stay on the lookout for a video this week on Facebook on how to participate in the Iron Furnace Trail Race Entry Giveaway. Stay tuned. Now for our Strava rundown, where each week we highlight all the interesting activities and achievements from runners all across the East Coast. Wesley, don't do anything. If you want to get noticed on the rundown, join Ridge Runners Club on Strava by visiting the link below.
Can't see me. Throwing up the hate blockers this week.
All right.
Can't see anything.
Hey, this is your line.
And I just want to give a quick shout out to all of Ridge Runner Nation. Everyone absolutely crushed this week's runs.
Big week.
I enjoyed scrolling Strava and getting extra motivation from many of you guys, so thank you.
Yeah, thank you. And I'm not sure how this Sajad Kagi person found their way onto our Strava club, but he's from Iran and is a member of like 1,000 Strava clubs.
He's a popular guy.
Anyways, he threw down this huge 31-mile run that included a 4,500-foot climb into the snowy Iran mountains.
Wow, that's awesome.
Whoa, I ran far.
Travis Simpson claimed that it was his first day back at it. Travis posted these awesome photos of snowy trails. Way to get back after it, Travis.
And this is noteworthy. Why?
It was his first day back.
Yeah, but like, there's probably 2 billion people in the world who ran for the first time on that same day.
Yeah, but we can't give everyone credit, just Travis.
All right, that was kind of lame. Anyway, last week we mentioned that Michael Walker was in Miami. Well, now it looks like he's made his way to San Juan and posted these beautiful pictures. What type of animal is that? Is it an alligator or lizard? Absolutely wild.
Whoa, that is absolutely scary. I don't know what that is, but we gotta keep that away from me.
Honestly, I haven't even seen the pictures yet.
Chadwick Robinson ran an O&B out and back run on the Buckeye Trail this weekend.
Chad who?
Wick.
Oh,
His 24-mile run featured 4,000 feet of vert. The snow was absolutely beautiful and Chadwick captured the moment in these pictures. Great job, dude.
sweet, 4,000 feet of vert.
It's awesome.
Braden Gates claimed that he had an enjoyable evening run,
I'm glad.
but I sense a bit of sarcasm. Looks like it was icy and he fell and knocked the wind out of himself.
Are you saying that his run was breathtaking?
You could say that. Here's a picture of his cut up ankle with some blood on it. Kind of reminds me of the bloody sock conspiracy from the 2004 MLB ALCS game.
So bummed I don't remember that.
Yeah, you're like 2 years old at that time. I hope you were okay, Braden.
Ohio University student Quinn Kissel took to Radar Hill over the weekend and took these videos. Check them out. Nice recovery at the top there, Quinn, and an even better dance move. I know who to call when I'm in need of my next dance move.
Yeah, your dance moves definitely need some work because this week you weren't even ready.
I was ready. Great work, Quinn.
And lastly, Earl of Pearl had a massive week. He ran more miles last week than he has in any week in the past 6 years.
That's crazy. What's he been doing for the past 6 years?
Eating potato chips and drinking pop.
That explains it.
Will he keep this up? We and all of Ridge Runner Nation really hope so. We'll have to get into his head and see what he is thinking about on the next Earl of Pearl update.
That could be a very dark and scary place.
Yeah, his head, I don't know where it's at
I
sometimes.
don't know if we want to go there,
Anyway.
but we'll let you guys know. And with that, thanks for tuning in this week's Rundown from the Ridge Runners. Be sure to check back next week. We'll deliver news on the Mountain Mist 50K, the Skydive 100 miler. That seems cheating. If you're just diving from a plane 100 miles down, you're probably running course records like crazy.
In my opinion, it's just a gimmick.
Oh, that's awesome. The start of the Arrowhead 135 mile and more. In addition, subscribe to our YouTube channel and smash the bell below. You'll be notified every single time we release a new video. You can also find us in podcast form on Apple iTunes and Google Play. I'm the better host, Wesley Harton.
And I'm your faster host, Michael Owen.
And we'll see you next week on the Weekly Rundown.